Hello and good evening. My name is Christian Wentz and I will be filming the hand washing technique experiment for microbiology or Bio 204. And I would like to show you that I am prepared for everything. I have my PPE on, which would be my apron and my goggles. I have the entire experiment set up. As you can see, I hope I'm filming this right. There we go. I have two test tubes, one pipette, and in a little rack called No Wash. I have my little brush for my nails. I have my glow germ. I have my ultraviolet light. And then I also have the same thing for quick wash. I have the same thing for good wash. I also have the beaker of water that I will be transferring the water into from the pipettes and into the test tubes. And I also have my grease pencil for recording the number of contamination spots after washing my hands, doing that whole jazz. Okay, so let me set everything up and make sure it's good. Perfect. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is we're going to shake the glow germ bottle. Give it a good shake. All right, and I'm going to apply a quarter-sized, oh, it already came out, just a quarter-sized little divot of glow germ onto my hands, if it'll come out. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and I shall apply my hands and lather them as so. Make sure it's all nice and lathered up. And see what this glow germ is going to do is when I turn all the lights off and I turn on the ultraviolet light, the glow germ will show me where the germs are on my hands, and it will show that to me by the ultraviolet light. I'm almost done applying the glow germ as so. Perfect. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to transfer the water from this beaker here, see? The water from the beaker into the test tubes via the pipette. Okay? So, and I'm going to transfer 3 milliliters, and one pipette is 1 milliliter, just in case you didn't know. There we go. See? That is 1. That is 2. And that is 3. Now there are 2 test tubes that I will be doing, so I'm going to do this once more for the no wash category. I know this isn't the most exciting of experiments, but it actually gets pretty cool once I turn all the lights off and I show you all the germs that have been contaminated on all the equipment via the ultraviolet light. Alrighty. Okay, and I also have my lab manual right here on my laptop, so I'm just going to double check, make sure I'm doing everything all right, and make sure everything is good. Boom. Okay, turn off the light and make the area as dark as possible without compromising your safety. And this is the kitchen. Okay, here we go. Light off. You can see me? Awesome. Okay, now let's take a look at my hands. Wow. I don't know if this is a good lighting, but look at my fingernails. Holy moly. There is a bunch on my hands. Now the camera might not be, now I have a Samsung phone, so it might not be the best camera to see all this, but you're seeing me do it, so that's what matters. Now let's see what we can, okay, this is the glow germ bottle, and as you can tell, do you see that little blue greenish light on top? Yep, that's germs. Now let's take a look, if we can, hey, there we go, at the pipettes. Ah, yes. I'm seeing multiple spots here. And I'm also going to be counting them because that is what scientists do. They count and they observe. There we go. Wow, that is quite a number. Yes. Okay, so I will be counting them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looking at this other test tube, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my goodness. Getting 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I got 21 for the glow germ. On the beaker, got 22, 23, 24. On my hands, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 35. Okie dokie. I'm actually looking at my apron, and I see remarkably, 30, 39, 40. 40. Okay. I have counted in total 40 spots. 40. Okay? Lights turning back on. Boom. Hey, there we go. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to give my hands a quick wash. This is not thorough. I won't be using this. That's for the good wash. Okay. So, as you can see, I got soap. That's the faucet. In case you didn't know what a faucet looks like. Alrighty. Just a quick wash. Nothing too shabby. Hands wet. Got some good soap. Apply it as so thoroughly. Not too thoroughly though. Again, this is just a quick wash. And that was quick. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, gotta shake my hands a little bit, get them dry. And I shall use a paper towel, as what the directions tell me to dry my hands. Most brittle paper towel ever. Let me get another one. Alrighty. Put those away. Perfect. Alrighty. So, what is next? Well, quickly wash your hands, and then take the transfer pipette, and we're going to do the same thing again. No glow germ this time. That's for the good wash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this again, and I shall again transfer 3 milliliters of water from the beaker into the test tube. And I'm going to do that twice, since I have 2 test tubes for the quick wash section. Number 3. There we go. Do it again. Come on. Perfect. Blow came out. Don't worry, I'm doing this above a sink. This is all right. Almost. Perfect. Alrighty. Now this is all after I did a quick wash of my hands, right? All right. Now, we're going to turn off the light again and observe the environment. Alrighty. So, as you can see, even though my hands are still clean, I'm still missing some spots. And the biggest one would be my nails. Again, the phone camera is not the best, camera to look at all this, but that's what I got. Yeah, see, my hands are relatively clean, right? They are. Probably the most spots that are the dirtiest on my hands would be my nails, my cuticles, because, again, it was a quick wash. Okay. Now, let's see what we got here. Now, I'm going to show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's look at the quick wash. These are the test tubes from the quick wash. Got 1, 2, 3 spots on one test tube. I got 4, 5 on the other one. Definitely not as much as the first section. Let's look at the pipette. Got 1 spot, so that's 6. I'm getting 6 spots so far. All right. Now, let's see. And if we're counting my hands, we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. So that would be 15 spots in comparison to 40 from the previous section. That's a big difference. Alrighty. Of course, I'm writing this down. No wash, 40. Quick wash, 15. All set? All right. So the next part that we're going to do is we're going to apply the glow germ again. Concordicized little section. We're going to do everything again. And what we did for the no wash section, we're going to do for the good wash section. Right? Okay. So, I'm going to make sure I'm doing everything right. Okay. So, I'm going to apply quarter size. First, shake it. Almost caught myself there. Shake, 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 shake. Boom. Quarter size, quarter size, quarter size, quarter size. Perfect. All right. I'm going to apply this again. Come on. This takes a little bit. So sorry for the excessive time, but This is actually pretty, oh, see? Now I'm gonna count what I touched on my goggles right there. See, that counts. I had to adjust my goggles though because they were coming up and it was about to get in my eye, so Almost done with the lathering of the glow germ. And perfect. Now this is what we're gonna do for the good wash section, right? I just applied glow germ onto my hands. Now for the good wash, let me show you something. My faucet is actually, I don't have to touch it to turn it on. It's actually motion censored. So, you heard that? Didn't even touch my sink, just motion censored. So I don't need the paper towels to turn the sink on and off. Pretty nifty. Okay, next, I'm going to good wash my hands. And this is how it's gonna happen. Apply it as so, right? Okay, now for a good wash, I'm always having my wrists and my fingers pointed down, or at least my hands pointed down below my elbows. So that way, see? You catch my mistake there? I need to get a paper towel to turn on, I should say, to apply soap. That was a mistake. That was a mistake there, but I caught it. So I know what I'm doing. Now, remember, I need to keep my wrists and hands below my elbows so that way the water and the pathogens do not drip down my arm. Okay, now, that has been about 20 seconds of me lathering up my hands with soap, which is what the CDC recommends for a good hand washing session. Okay? Now I'm going to get this guy, and I'm going to get right in my cuticles, right under my nails, because remember what I said previously, that was where the glow germ appeared the most on my hands after a hand washing session. So I need to make sure I get that nice and good. Okay? That should be good. Okay, now, I'm rinsing my hands. Okay, there we go. Not too shabby. Boom. Again, did not need to touch my sink because it is motion censored. I am shaking my hands a little bit in the sink, getting a paper towel, or paper towels, I should say, and drying my hands. Now, it is important that I use paper towels in comparison to cloth towels, because paper towels are disposable, and cloth towels are reusable, but that's where germs like to live. So that's why it's not as cleanly. I should say it's not as sanitary to use cloth towels in comparison to paper towels. So throw those away. Boom. Now, after a good washing hand session for my hands, I'm going to do the exact same thing with the good washing section of test tubes and transferring water. Okay, so, and by the way, these are entirely new. You saw the setup. So, 1, 2, and 3. See? Water. Do it one more time with the second test tube. And 3. Perfect. Alrighty, now I'm to once again turn off the lights, get my ultraviolet light, and see how many spots I can count. So much better than the quick wash. I am counting 2 spots on one hand. Number 3, 1 spot on the other hand, so for a total of, 4. I can count another one. Okay. 4 spots total on both hands. That is so much better than the quick wash. Now we're going to get the test tubes and see if there are any spots. I see none on one test tube. I also see none on the other. That's incredible. And for the pipette, I also see none. Now, let's see. Let's see if I can find any on my goggles, because remember how I touched them? Yep, I got 1, and I got 2. So for a total of 6. In comparison, to the other hand washing sessions, that is amazing. So, I got, for the no wash section, I got 40 contaminated spots that I counted. For the quick wash, I had 15, and for the good wash, I had 6. That is absolutely incredible. All right, well, that is my time, and I hope that this satisfies your requirements, Professor Kathy. I did my best, and I hope I get a good grade on this. I'm just being honest. All right, see you soon.